Trying to do a little change of scenery here, huh? So there's the walls in the background. Today, just did a bunch of some touristy stuff. Hopefully I can cut in some stuff on the video. Went to the Motherland Monument today. That thing is it's pretty amazing to see in person. Like it's massive. Just did some looking on it. It's taller than the Statue of Liberty. It's completely made of titanium, which, I mean, of course, right? But there is a museum underneath, World War II military history, and then also current. And there's a whole section in there, the foreign volunteers, and has their stories in Ukrainian and in English, so it was easy to read. Almost all the exhibits and the plaques with individual stories for the soldiers and their photos, and there's personal belongings in little glass cases and stuff, kind of memorializing these people. Kind of an emotional experience, I guess, to be honest, especially just seeing the amount of Americans in there, and some of the personal effects. There's a folded American flag in there, the EGAs, the Marine Eagle, Globe, and Anchors. There's a couple like 101st Airborne patches. A lot of these guys that have lost their lives here, and it was really neat to see the Ukrainian people immortalize these guys in this way, and really show their appreciation for the foreigners that come here. And of course, it wasn't just Americans. There's Australians, and there are Hungarians, and Georgians. There was all kinds of them. There's even an interesting exhibit with a Russian brigade that is fighting alongside Ukrainian forces, and it was like scales of justice, where it had on one side of the scale was their Russian passports, and on the other side of the scale is the medals and the ribbons that these soldiers have won. The medals outweigh their Russian passports. It was just a really cool symbolism for those guys too. There's a couple stories in there. One in particular got me pretty choked up. It was back and forth text messages between one of the Americans. I think he was 32 or 33 at the time he was killed. And then you see the text messages, like the back and forth between him and his dad, and about if he were to get killed, that he wants to be buried in Ukraine, and to tell his dad not to worry, because he has you have two more sons and you've got your grandkids, don't worry about me. And then seeing the text messages like the basically leading up to when he died. That was an intense one. Yeah, really amazing museum. And then obviously the World War II section was really good too. Other than that, I guess as far as volunteer updates, like I said, today was just kind of a touristy day. I do have a prospect of some work this weekend near Kyiv, just outside. Still waiting to hear back from that and get any kind of details and whatnot. The project down in the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, it's not actually in Dnipro like I thought it was. That one did get pushed back a week, so hopefully on one side that I get to go there and spend my last week, helping with this orphanage, the school, and get to put my time in there and actually, do some good. And number two, on the hopeful side, is the reason why it's pushed back is there are still kids waiting to be rehomed from the place. So, I mean, I can't even imagine. They must still be. They're obviously still in there, living amongst the rubble and the damage, and they're still trying to find a place for some of these kids that haven't been able to get moved out quite yet. So that's kind of fucked. Just being in that situation, it's something else. Oh, thank you, Cassie. Hopefully it all works out, and I did did find a place for all those stuff, for all your Beanie Babies. So I'll be sending you the address here shortly and getting that kind of worked out. And it sounds like it's going to be very much appreciated to get those Beanie Babies donated. And that kind of thing has me thinking about my Ukrainian teacher Nadia and stuff like that, about like when I'm coming home, if I've got it. I've never done anything like this, and it really has me thinking about, like, when I do go home, if there's ways that I can try and continue to help, maybe trying to get medical supplies to Nadia's friend's unit that is in need, or Cassie with donating those Beanie Babies to the kids. And the organization that I started out with here, they specifically work with schools, and she said they have 500 kids, I think, at the one location that they work at. Then still got to work out the details, right? But I don't know, very cool. Thank you for that. Maybe tomorrow, that as far as Nadia goes and that friend of hers, I am going to run to, there's a couple like military stores that sell gear and stuff like that. I was thinking about going in there and maybe asking around. I found some online stores in Kyiv that sell like medical supplies, but I was struggling to find a place where I could just physically go in and buy supplies and get them to her so she can get them to her friend in Lviv. So we're going to kind of work some of that stuff out as I kind of wait for the weekend. I may put some more feelers out with the guys at Brave and see if they've actually got any projects in town during the week. Since the project that I was going to get on with them is getting pushed back. So try and pick up some more stuff to do. Anyway, I guess kind of a short update. We're back at it tomorrow. So see you guys later.